9 o'clock.
Now, 10 years ago, a young boy from London was cast in a role that would change his life forever. Daniel Radcliffe became Harry Potter, and he's now one of the most famous actors in the world.
In his only British television interview, he's been talking to our entertainment correspondent Lisa Mazimba about everything from the joys of playing Harry Potter for the last decade to some rather un-wizard-like experiences with alcohol.
First of all, Dan, what are your feelings as you come to the end of this saga?
You know, I mean, the overriding feeling is pride, because I'm just so proud of this last film in a way that I haven't been of any of the other ones. I mean, I've been proud and pleased to be involved, obviously, every step of the way, and thrilled. But, you know, this film is just light years ahead of anything else we've done. So to be leaving on that kind of note is, it fills me with a lot of pride. But yeah, there is a kind of a bittersweetness, and it's the last time I'm going to see you for one of these films, which, you know, aside from anything else, you were there at the very, very first press conference when I was cast.
How similar are you to each of your characters, do you think?
I think I'm a tiny bit like Harry.
So you kind of have been there every step of the way. So it's just weird things like that are happening at the moment that is slightly disconcerting.
So because it's been such a huge part of your life, it must be tinged with sadness as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's you know, we were saying just like seconds ago that it's kind of like a girlfriend that you've been going out with for 10 years, and then you have to go your separate ways, but you're going to be left with so many amazing memories.
Of course, you've had some fantastic positive experiences in the 10 years you've been doing this. We've also recently found out that you've had a few negative ones as well, especially with regard to alcohol.
I don't attribute any of that to be related to working on Potter. I think, you know, it probably would have been something that cropped up in my life had Potter never existed in my life. I was never drinking on set or anything like that. That's what people are sort of speculating at the moment. Basically, the sort of tweetable version of the few years that it was I drank, my drinking led me to become unhappy, and now I've stopped and I'm much happier. That's kind of the end of the story, hopefully.
Was there anything in particular that made you suddenly make that decision?
To stop? Yeah, you know, it's when you have a moment that you just feel like it's, you know, yes, I mean, there is. I mean, I'm not going to go into what those things were here, but yes, I mean, there were a number of instances which made me go, oh, not bright, Dan. And you know, and when you do have scares with paparazzi and things like that, that sort of acts as a bit of a shock. But there wasn't, you know, I was very, very lucky in that regard.
We've had fans waiting for the premiere out in Trafalgar Square for 6 days, some of them, in all sorts of conditions, including lots of rain. I mean, that must make you feel incredibly proud.
It does, and it makes me worry slightly for them. But yes, I mean, it's the Harry Potter fans, I do think, are some of the most genuine, lovely, passionate, enthusiastic people in the world.
How much will you miss playing Harry?
A lot, you know, particularly it affords you so many amazing opportunities to do weird, fantastic, bizarre stuff, you know, like spend 41 hours underwater for the 4th film, you know, or doing a 40-foot fall down a roof, or, you know, just stuff that I probably won't get to do again in my career, you know. So yeah, I mean, I'll miss that aspect of playing Harry. I'll miss the fact that you get playing such an emotionally complicated action hero is not something that a lot of actors get a chance to do, and so yeah, I shall miss that very much.
Oh, and